Hello, and welcome to this powerful English learning lesson. Today we're going to talk about something very important, something that can completely change the way you speak English. Not grammar, not vocabulary, not pronunciation rules. We're talking about how to speak English naturally. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like your English sounds strange when you speak? Like the words are correct, but your sentences feel robotic? Maybe people understand you, but it just doesn't sound fluent or natural. If you said yes, then you're not alone. This is something millions of English learners go through. They know English. They can read books, write emails, understand lessons. But when they try to speak, something feels wrong. It's slow, it's not smooth. It doesn't sound like how real native speakers talk. Why does that happen? It's because learning English in school or classes teaches you the rules, but not the rhythm. It teaches you grammar, but not natural flow. It gives you words, but not real-life usage. And that's what we're going to fix today, right now. You see, natural English isn't just about knowing the language. It's about feeling it. It's about knowing how people speak in daily life. It's about rhythm, tone, pauses, expressions, and energy. Think about how you speak your native language. You don't think about grammar every second. You just talk, you express, you flow. That's exactly how you need to speak English. Not like a robot, not like a textbook, but like a human. So how can we get there? Don't worry, I'm going to show you. In this video, we will go step by step. 5 powerful, simple steps to help you speak English more naturally. And no, you don't need to live in an English-speaking country. You don't need expensive courses. You don't need to memorize 100 grammar rules. You just need to change your method, change your mindset, and practice the smart way. Let me tell you a little story. I've met learners who studied English for 10 years. They passed every exam, but when they spoke, they felt shy, awkward, or stiff. They said, "I know what I want to say, but I can't say it smoothly." And I've also met people who never went to English school, but they sounded fluent and confident. Why? Because they focused on speaking naturally, not perfectly. Naturally. That's the real secret. You see, natural speaking comes from listening, copying, expressing emotions, and daily use, just like how we learn our first language, by listening, repeating, and living the language. It's not about perfection, it's about connection, it's about confidence. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to build that confidence step by step. Each chapter will teach you one key idea: how to listen like a child, how to copy native speakers, how to use everyday phrases, how to express emotions in your voice, and how to practice daily, even when you're alone. These are not tricks. These are not shortcuts. These are proven techniques used by real language learners all over the world. And the best part, you can do it all by yourself, at home, with just 10-15 minutes a day. So, if you've ever felt stuck, slow, or unnatural while speaking English, this is your moment to break free. No more boring methods. No more fear. No more waiting. Now is the time to speak with flow, to speak with feeling, to speak naturally. Are you ready? Then take a deep breath, smile, and let's begin our journey to natural, confident English speaking. Because you don't just want to speak English. You want to sound real. You want to sound confident. You want to speak English naturally. Let's go. Chapter 1. Listen like a child. To speak English naturally, the first thing you must do is this: listen like a child. Yes, you heard me right. Just like a child. Let's go back to how children learn to speak any language. Do they start by reading grammar books? Do they study verb tenses or sentence structures? Of course not. They just listen. Every day, all the time. They listen to their parents, their brothers and sisters, TV shows, songs, and random conversations. Even before they say their first word, they have listened to thousands of words. That's how it starts. So if you want to speak English naturally, that's where you must begin, with listening. Not just any listening, but natural listening. Listen to real English. Listen to how people talk in daily life, not just in school lessons or exam recordings. Watch movies, interviews, YouTube channels, or podcasts. Focus on native speakers, but also listen to fluent non-native speakers, the ones who sound smooth and confident. Don't try to understand every word. Don't worry if you miss something. Just immerse yourself in the sound, in the music of the language. Feel the rhythm. Feel the way words are connected. Feel how people pause, stress certain words, and change their tone, because that's what makes speaking natural. Now, here's something powerful. When children listen, they don't translate. They don't listen in one language and think in another. They just connect sound with meaning. You should do the same. Stop translating every sentence in your mind. Instead, try to understand the feeling, the emotion, the situation. For example, when someone says, "Oh, really? That's crazy." Don't translate. Just understand. They are surprised or shocked. Feel the expression. Let your brain absorb English, like music. Let it sink in naturally. The more you do this, the more your brain starts to build a library of sounds and patterns. And soon, you'll start speaking in the same way. Now, I know some of you might ask, but I don't have anyone to speak English with. How can I practice? The answer is, you start by listening. Because when you listen a lot, speaking becomes easier. You'll naturally start using the same phrases, the same tone, the same expressions. You'll stop sounding like a grammar book, and you'll start sounding like a real person. Here's a simple routine. Each day, pick one short video or audio clip, 1 to 3 minutes. Listen to it carefully, 2 or 3 times. Don't read the subtitles at first. Just close your eyes and listen to the voice. Focus on how the speaker talks, not just what they say. After that, write down a few phrases you liked. Repeat those phrases out loud. Even 10 minutes a day can create big changes in your fluency. Remember, natural speaking begins with natural listening. Not just once a week. Not just when you're free. Do it every day like a habit. You listen to your first language for years before speaking it. Now, give English the same love and patience. Because when you start listening like a child, you'll begin to speak like one too. Effortlessly, naturally, confidently. Chapter 2. Copy, shadow, repeat. Now that you've trained your ears to listen like a child, it's time to open your mouth. But not just to speak, to copy. Yes, that's right. Copy first. Don't try to invent sentences from your head right away. First, copy what fluent speakers say. Word for word, tone for tone, emotion for emotion. This technique is called shadowing, and it's one of the most powerful tools to help you speak English naturally. So, what is shadowing? It's simple. You take a short clip of a native speaker, maybe from a podcast, a movie, or even a YouTube video. You play one sentence, then you repeat it out loud immediately, like a shadow. You don't pause to think. You don't write anything down. You just listen and speak again and again. At first, you may feel slow. You may miss some words. That's okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is flow. Let your voice follow theirs. Let your tone match theirs. Let your emotions connect to their emotions. Over time, your mouth starts to move faster, your brain reacts quicker, and suddenly you're not just copying, you're sounding natural. Think about how actors train. They repeat lines. They study how to speak, how to breathe, how to show emotion. You can do the same with English. Choose a short scene from your favorite movie. Let's say the actor says, "Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable." Now your job is to say it exactly like them. Not just the words, but the feeling, the rhythm, the surprise in the voice, the rising tone at the end. You become the actor. You become the speaker. That's how shadowing works. And the more you do it, the more natural your English becomes. Here's a simple shadowing routine for you. 1. Choose a short clip, 30 seconds to 1 minute. 2. Listen once without speaking. 3. Then play it again and repeat after every sentence. 4. Try to match the speaker's tone, speed, and pauses. 5. Do this 3 to 5 times. 6. Record yourself and compare. 7. Notice how close you are and keep improving. At first, this might feel strange. You might say, "I don't sound like them." That's okay. Nobody starts perfect. But with daily shadowing, you'll slowly train your mouth, your ears, and your confidence. You'll start using natural expressions. You'll stop overthinking grammar. And your speech will start to flow like water. Shadowing also improves your pronunciation automatically. No need to memorize difficult phonetic rules. Just listen, copy, and speak. And the best part, you don't need anyone else to practice. You can do this alone, anytime, anywhere, in the morning, while walking, while cooking. English becomes part of your life. So remember this: before you speak freely, before you write long stories, first copy, then shadow, then repeat. These 3 steps are the key to speaking like a native. Not in 10 years, but step by step, every single day, your voice will change, your confidence will grow. And soon you won't just copy, you'll own your English. Chapter 3. Use everyday expressions. Now that you've been copying and shadowing real speakers, it's time to take things one step further by using everyday English expressions. You see, natural English isn't just about speaking smoothly. It's also about using the right kind of words. And the right kind of words are often not the big, formal ones you find in textbooks. They are simple. They are real. They are the kind of words and phrases that people use every day. Let me explain. When someone asks you, "How are you?" you could say, "I am fine, thank you." Technically, that's correct. But does it sound natural? Not really, because native speakers rarely say it like that. They say, "I'm good, I'm doing great. Not bad, you?" Or take this example. Instead of saying, "I'm very tired," say, "I'm exhausted. I'm worn out. I'm dead tired." These are the kind of expressions you need to learn. They don't just make you sound more natural. They help you connect with people. Here's the truth. People don't speak English like grammar books. They use short forms, relaxed words, casual phrases, and they mix in emotions. So how can you start using these expressions? Simple. Start noticing them. When you watch a video or listen to a podcast, write down the natural expressions you hear. Phrases like, "What's going on?" "No way." Sounds good. "It's up to you." "Let me think." Then try to use those phrases when you speak. You don't need to memorize hundreds at once. Just start with 3 to 5 phrases each week. Use them in your daily practice. Use them when you speak to yourself. Use them in shadowing. And if you chat online or message someone in English, use them there too. It's all about real usage. And here's another tip. Focus on small talk expressions. Because in real life, most conversations are simple. We don't talk like professors, we talk like friends. For example, you want to grab a coffee? I'm not sure about that. Let's give it a shot. That's not my thing. It's kind of tricky. Totally agree. These are natural. These are human. These are how fluent speakers sound. Now, don't be afraid to make mistakes when using these phrases. At first, you may not use them perfectly, but that's okay. The important thing is to say them out loud. Repeat them in different situations. Use them in your thinking, your journaling, your mirror practice, because the more you use them, the more they become a part of your natural speaking style. Also, don't ignore intonation. The way you say these expressions matters. For example, really can mean surprise, interest, or sarcasm, depending on your voice. So when you learn a phrase, also learn how it's said. Watch videos. Observe facial expressions. Copy the rhythm and feeling. Because learning expressions is not just about the words, it's about energy and connection. So remember, if you want to sound natural, stop speaking like a dictionary. Start speaking like a friend. Use simple, real-life expressions, one by one, little by little. And soon people will say, "Wow, your English sounds so real." Chapter 4. Practice with real emotions. So far, you've learned how to listen like a child, copy real English, and use everyday expressions. Now comes something many learners forget. But it's extremely important. To speak English naturally, you must speak with emotion. Yes, that's right. Your words need life. Your voice needs feeling. Because natural English is not just about vocabulary and grammar. It's about how you say things. And that means using your tone, your facial expression, and your body language, just like you do in your native language. Let's test something. Say this sentence out loud. I can't believe it. Now try saying it with different emotions. Surprised. I can't believe it. Angry. I can't believe it. Sad. I can't believe it. Excited. I can't believe it. See? Same sentence, but totally different meaning, depending on your emotion. This is how real people speak. This is how native speakers express themselves. They don't just say the words, they live them. But what happens with many English learners? They speak in a flat, low-energy voice, no emotions, no rise or fall in their tone. Just words, one after another, like a robot. And that's exactly what makes your speaking sound unnatural. Here's a powerful truth. Emotion brings language to life. Without it, even perfect grammar sounds boring. But with it, even simple words sound powerful. So how do you start practicing this? Step 1. Start noticing emotions in the English you hear. Watch a movie scene. Don't just look at the words. Look at the actor's face. Listen to how their voice changes when they're happy, sad, angry, excited. Then pause the video and try it yourself. Repeat the same line with the same emotion. Match the energy. Copy the tone. Feel it in your voice. This is a great way to train your speaking to become more natural and more expressive. Step 2. Practice in front of a mirror. Yes, seriously. Stand in front of your mirror and say short sentences with different emotions. For example, I'm so happy today. Smile big. I don't know what to do. Look confused. That's amazing. Sound surprised. Use your eyes. Use your hands. Let your body speak too. Because communication is not just about words. It's about your whole presence. Step 3. Record yourself. Yes, record your voice. Say the same sentence in different tones, then listen to it. Ask yourself, do I sound natural? Do I sound emotional? Or do I sound flat? If you sound too soft or robotic, no problem. Just try again. With time, your emotion will grow. Your confidence will rise, and your English will sound more and more real. Remember, native speakers don't speak in perfect grammar, but they speak with passion, with energy, and with real emotion. That's what makes them sound natural. So don't be afraid to exaggerate at first. Practice like an actor. Speak like a storyteller. Use your full voice, not just your mouth. Use your heart too. Because when you speak with emotion, people will listen, they will connect, and you will finally sound like the natural English speaker you've always wanted to be. Chapter 5. Speak every day, even alone. Now that you know how to add emotion to your voice, let's talk about something even more powerful. Something that changes everything. If you truly want to speak English naturally, you must speak every single day. Not just on weekends, not just during class, every single day. And here's the truth. You can do it alone. Yes, you don't need a speaking partner. You don't need a teacher beside you. You don't even need an English friend. You are your best speaking partner. Let me explain. Think about how people get good at singing. They sing in the shower. They sing in the car. They sing when they're cooking. They practice every day without fear. You can do the same with English. Speak to yourself. Talk out loud. Make English part of your daily thinking and your daily life. Some people say, but I feel shy speaking alone. That's okay, it's normal. But guess what? Speaking alone is actually the safest way to practice. No one is watching. No one is judging. No one will laugh. It's just you and your voice. So how can you practice English alone every day? Here are some powerful ideas. 1. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. Introduce yourself. Describe your day. Say what you plan to do. Look into your eyes as you speak. This builds confidence and helps you become comfortable with your own voice. 2. Describe what you see. Wherever you are, your room, kitchen, outside, describe it in English. This is my desk. There's a notebook here. I'm drinking tea. The fan is on. Simple sentences spoken out loud. It may sound basic, but this builds fluency and speed. 3. Tell a story. Pick a short story from your life. Maybe something funny that happened yesterday. Try to tell it in English and out loud. You don't need perfect grammar. Just express it as naturally as you can. 4. Repeat conversations. Think about conversations you had during the day, in your own language. Now repeat those conversations in English. Pretend you're talking to that same person again. This makes English feel real, not like schoolwork, but life. 5. Record yourself. This is powerful. Speak for 1 minute. Record it, then listen to it. You will hear your own voice, your speed, your rhythm. You'll notice what sounds natural and what doesn't. Then record it again. Better this time. Over days and weeks, you'll hear your own improvement. And nothing feels better than realizing, wow, I sound better now. Remember, speaking every day creates momentum. Even if you just speak for 5 minutes, that's enough. Because the goal is not to speak perfectly. The goal is to speak regularly. Fluency is a muscle. You have to exercise it. And speaking alone every day is one of the best ways to get strong. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for the right time. Make now your time. Speak today, speak tomorrow, speak every day, because every word you say brings you closer to natural English. So, no more excuses. Talk to yourself. Talk to your mirror. Talk to your world. You already have the best speaking partner with you, your voice. Final message, closing the video. Congratulations, my friend. You've just completed a full journey through the 5 powerful steps to speak English naturally. Let's take a moment to remember what you've learned. First, you learned to listen like a child, to absorb the rhythm and flow of real English, without pressure, without fear. Then, you discovered how to copy and shadow native speakers, not just repeating words, but matching tone, feeling, and energy. Next, you explored the power of everyday expressions, the kind of phrases that real people use in real conversations to sound relaxed, confident, and human. After that, you unlocked the secret of speaking with emotion. You understood that it's not just what you say, but how you say it that makes English come alive. And finally, you learned the most powerful habit of all, to speak every day, even alone. Because fluency doesn't come from magic, it comes from daily practice. Now, take a deep breath. Think about where you were just a few weeks ago, and look at how far you've come. You are no longer just an English learner. You are becoming an English speaker, not by memorizing boring rules, but by living the language, by making English a part of your voice, your story, your daily life. Yes, the journey may take time. Yes, you may still make mistakes, but that's okay. Because every time you listen, speak, shadow, express, and repeat, you are getting better, stronger, more natural, and soon, you won't even need to think. Your words will just flow. So promise yourself this. Keep going. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. Even when no one's watching. Even when it feels slow. Even when you doubt yourself. Because the more you speak, the more you shine. And one day, someone will hear you speak and say, "Wow, your English sounds amazing." And you'll smile, because you'll know exactly how you got there. So keep your head high, keep your voice strong, and never stop learning. Thank you for being here, and always remember, don't just learn English, live English. Feel English, speak English naturally.